Some leaders use false metrics of scale. They think that if they measure tasks closed or meetings held or activity volume, that they're doing something fantastic. But activity is not performance. Some organizations look like a concert at intermission. If you think about it, when's the last time you went to a concert, whether it's a Broadway show or at your local civic center, and at intermission, everyone's moving around, lines everywhere, noise everywhere, but there's no music. Meetings are not momentum. Busyness is not leverage. The real question isn't how much are we doing? It's how many decisions can move without me. Now let's talk about AI. AI is not a strategy, it's a volume knob. If your systems are unclear, AI just turns up the noise. If your team lacks judgment and lacks boundaries, AI produces mistakes faster. If delegation pathways are strong, AI accelerates outcomes beautifully. AI didn't create your bottleneck. It just removed your hiding place. You cannot hide behind anything now that we have AI in the picture. So if AI exposes weak systems, what do strong systems actually look like? Let me ask you 3 very challenging questions. How many decisions today are ones that only you can legally make? How many decisions today are ones that you believe only you should make? And how many decisions today are you making out of habit? The gap between those numbers is your growth ceiling. Sometimes we get so caught up in just doing what we've always done that it's hard to break that cycle. We're here today to break that cycle. Most companies operate in yellow lights. Just check in with me, loop me in, let me review that. Elite organizations run on green lights. If it's under $5,000, move. If it aligns with this XYZ objective, decide. If it impacts brand risk, escalate. Set those parameters, set those boundaries, give your people decision-making authority so not everything falls on your shoulders. Because clarity is not motivational, it's mechanical, and mechanics scale. The future of leadership is not effort, it's leverage. Design decision pathways that scale. Amplify strong systems with AI. Protect human judgment where it matters most, in values, ethics, and vision. Because here's the truth, you cannot scale execution without scaling judgment. And if judgment doesn't move, neither does growth. If every decision still routes to you, you're not scaling a company, you're scaling dependence, and AI will only make that more visible. So the question isn't, how do I automate more tasks? The question is, where does judgment need to move? That's the redesign, that's the leverage, and that's leadership in the age of AI. So high-performing leaders don't just delegate tasks. They design how decisions move. Let me take you back to that, my client who approved that $10 Canvas subscription. The founder had approved everything, and that 6-figure opportunity was just sitting in his inbox. He thought he needed more automation, more AI, more people. What he actually needed was courage. Because delegation in the age of AI isn't about efficiency. It's about ego. It's about whether you believe no one can decide without you. It's about whether control feels better than scale. AI didn't break delegation. It exposed our fear of letting go. And here's the truth. You cannot scale a company if leadership is defined by being needed for every decision. And you cannot leverage every opportunity if approval reinforces your importance. And you cannot lead in the age of AI if you're still the approval desk. AI will automate tasks. It will generate content. It will analyze faster than you ever could, but it will never design your decision architecture. That's leadership. Leadership is not effort. Leadership is architecture. It's deciding where judgment lives. It's deciding how authority moves. It's trusting your people enough to let them think. So when the next $10 decision lands in your inbox, you have two choices: approve it or redesign the system that sent it to you. One keeps you busy, the other makes you scalable. Delegation in the age of AI is not about getting more done. It's about deciding who gets to decide. And that's a decision that every leader needs to make as they delegate in this age of AI.